Welcome back to Eagle Field. Scott Gross along with Cole Johnson bringing you this broadcast of the Southwest Eagles against the Kofa Kings. Game number 4 on the season for Southwest, and is the first game of the year and in quite some time, Cole, for the Kofa Kings.
Yeah, it's been almost an entire year, Scott. They have not touched the football field since last October in that COVID-shortened season. And like I mentioned in the open, this is a team that they went 0-4 in that shortened season, got beat up a little bit, and I can't imagine the taste in their mouths when they were able to step out actually on that field. Not their practice field. They're not going up against each other. They're stepping on the field. There's fans. There's another color in front of them. I can't imagine how exciting that is. And Coach Pope told us how excited he was. This is, you know, we're going to see really what this team is made of and what they did in that offseason here in the first couple of minutes.
This is our game of the week on the Valley Sports Network. Again, Scott Gross along with Cole Johnson bringing you the play-by-play and a color analysis. I want to thank Eric, Will, Sarah, and Joaquin, and staff here at the Valley Sports Network, for all of their help putting this thing together. You mentioned the field. We've got the band here. We've got fans in the stands as we're watching the players go out into the captains for the coin flip here. But it's a different atmosphere. It's what it was 2 years ago. So when you're talking about the Kofa Kings and you're talking about Southwest, this isn't a feeling that they had, the thumping of the drums and the yell of the crowd for quite some time. So the football is back. For how long? We don't know yet, so we're going to enjoy what we have.
Yes, there's nothing like it. This is incredible, Scott, and just the atmosphere is something that you can never get enough of. This is probably one of the first times I've been a part of this in a couple of years. Like you said, 2 years, where the crowd is filled. There's a lot of purple and gold in the stands, a lot of cheerleaders, a dance team. It's just the environment of that. There's nothing like high school football on a Friday night, and I'm glad we're here. And you know, I'm glad. I'm sure Kofa and Southwest are both glad they're here for sure.
Kofa has won the toss. They have declined. And it will be Southwest receiving. Kofa will kick off and get the ball in the second half. Jesse Martinez, number 22, on to kick for the Kofa Kings. Hand is raised. Looks around. He's ready to go. And pow! We are underway. It hits a Southwest Eagle front lineman. The ball still bounces around, and the Eagles will recover at their own 29. So here comes sophomore quarterback Logan Youngers and the Eagle offense. McDonough stands at the 30-yard line. It'll be Youngers rolling out to his right. He'll pass to the near side. Caught and pushed out of bounds right in front of midfield. Number 12 for Southwest, Jonah Estrada. Nice catch and run. Esteban McDonough, split wide receivers. And it'll be McDonough again, weaves his way through. He's going to bust it out to the right side, weaves in again.
Oh, he lost the ball.
Inside and a fumble. Recovered by Kofa.
Did they get it?
Eddie Garcia's down there. It looks like it is number 6 on the bottom of the pile coming up with the loose football. So a big momentum shift for the Kofa Kings. Koivu, low snap, picked up by Conan, and he's going to be dragged into the end zone. Is this going to be a safety?
It's going to be close. I think they're going to have his forward progress stopped at about the 1.5, 2 yard line there, Scott.
Big Seneca Haynes, number 61, was in there to disrupt the play. Again, it was a low snap to Koivu. Conan was there to pick it up. Haynes on top of everybody. Haynes like a runaway locomotive, unable to be stopped by anyone. And he also had the safety signal. It was not to be. It's going to be close. It'll be second down and 17 from, looks to be about the 2 yard line, 1 yard line. One receiver to the far side, 2 to the near side. Youngers in the shotgun. McDonough off to his left. And it'll be a throw to the end zone. And I believe it's going to be picked up in the end zone by the Kofa Kings. So for the second time in a row, the Eagles have turned the football over inside the 10-yard line.
Oh, my. And that's got to have head coach John Hanks fuming right now. Scott, you know, they've done their work on the offensive side in that first drive, fumbling the ball inside the 10. And now you get one play inside the 8-yard line off another Kofa mistake, and that happens. I think Younger's trying to fit that into too tight of a spot there. Just, you got to be careful with the football down in this situation.
Now into the backfield, number 2, Ashton Garola. And Garola will get the carry, and Garola will go absolutely nowhere. That huge defensive line. A lot of those players for the Eagles also play on the offensive line. There to swallow them up. And that'll bring up another 3rd down and long. We're looking at 3rd down and 9 with just under 4 minutes to play in the opening quarter here at Eagle Field. Again, another low snap. And again, the punter is going to be tackled inside the 5-yard line. So for the second drive in a row, the Eagles are going to have the ball inside the 5.
And this is where they need to connect. They have to capitalize on another Kofa mistake here, Scott. I mean, if they can't punch it in here, they got to figure something out. We might have to have a flip of the script on some side here. But that was a nice play, though. That's Justin Tapia that got in there, Scott, to grab the punter there.
I'm going to guess John Haynes is not going to mess around here. I'm going to guess that he's just going to run the football 3 times and try to get 3 yards.
Run it in there. Just punch it in.
2 receivers near side, 1 to the far side. And McDonough stands to the right side of Logan Youngers. Youngers will give to McDonough. McDonough will weave his way through traffic, and McDonough, a touchdown for the Eagles. 3-yard touchdown run for Esteban McDonough. And finally on the board, the Eagles are able to get it into the end zone. They lead by a score of 6-0. And you would think that as a senior, maybe he'll get it going here as the game goes on. Koivu in the shotgun, in motion. Bravo, handoff to Conan to the far side. He's got some running room, and he'll bounce it out to the far side. He's going to have a 1st down. Breaking tackles, great run by number 8, Bryce Conan, a player to watch.
Yep.
Head coach Pope told us. Carl Pope in his 2nd year as the head coach of the Kings played college ball for Arizona Western when they had a football program back in the day.
McDonough to his left, 2 wide receivers left, 2 wide receivers right. Youngers takes the snap, backs up. It's going to be a screen pass. McDonough has a lot of room if they get the blocks. Gets a block, gets another down the sideline into about the Kofa 40-yard line. So they're a yard ahead of just past where the initial line of scrimmage was. Get deep into Kofa's territory, try to extend this 7-0 lead. Youngers takes the snap. He's going to throw it deep down the field. He's looking, and it's caught. And a flag comes in. That is Nate Smith Jr. with the grab, and a Kofa penalty as well. It looks like it's going to be defensive pass interference, so that's going to be a big 1st down connection from Youngers to Smith for an Eagle 1st down inside the 10. Smith went up and got that in double coverage. Risky throw from Youngers on 4th and 4. They take the long shot, but he goes to his trusty senior wideout, Nate Smith, who makes the catch. So it was a defensive pass interference on Kofa. Penalty is declined, and now the Eagles at the 7-yard line. So here we go. Youngers in the backfield again. McDonough to his right. 2 wide receivers to the left, 1 to the right. And it's going to be a handoff. McDonough looking for touchdown number 2. Shakes a tackle. He's real close. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Esteban McDonough with number 2. 3rd down and 5. Kofa needs a 1st down here. Koivu in the shotgun. 2 wide receivers left and to the right. He's going to take the bats. The ball is loose. Bad snap again. Southwest is on top of it at the 30-yard line.
Boy, another big turnover.
That's going to be a turnover on downs.
Recovered by number 50
Maybe even a fumble recovery on that play.
of Southwest.
Either way, the Eagles got the football.
So
That's
either way,
Emiliano Hernandez who jumped on top of it for the Eagles, and they're going to take over once again in Kofa territory at about the 29-yard line. Youngers in the shotgun again. McDonough to his right, 2 on the right, 2 wide receivers to the left. Fakes it, play action pass. Youngers going to throw it to Mankin, wide open in the end zone for the touchdown. Derek Mankin, the big tight end. reels it in. Another beautiful ball from sophomore Logan Youngers, and Southwest has opened it up here to a 20-0 lead, 4:48 to go in the second quarter.
Or dial 760-693-5034. Ask for Dan at Letterman and Brothers.
3rd and 5, Koivu finds Conan, shakes a tackle past the midfield, down the sideline. I don't think anyone's gonna get him. 10-5 touchdown, Kofa Kings, in their first score since last fall.
Get this, no flags.
No flags on the play. A nice little screen pass there from Koivu to Conan out of the backfield. 36 yards and 41 yards in the score there. Big touchdown there, Scott. Get on the board, just get on the board. Make this a game again here before the half. McDonough about a yard behind him. He gets the handoff, goes through the C gap and breaks a tackle, and off he goes. Ripped down at about the 20-yard line by Kofa's Vittorio Medina. Could have been a touchdown-saving tackle there by Medina. He was one player to watch, according to Coach Pope, playing safety back there for the Kings. Two receivers to the right now. A bad snap from Southwest. A handoff to Rodriguez. Gets through and he dives. He's in. Touchdown, Eagles. And this time it's Rodriguez who gets in the mix, and the Eagles now take a 27-6 lead with the extra point on its way.
And a nice run by Rodriguez, working his way in between the tackles.
Two wide receivers to the left and right. Bad snap, couldn't handle it, jumps on top of it, but he's immediately met by Seneca Haynes there, all the way back to the 23-yard line. A big miscue, and the clock keeps ticking, now under 30 seconds to go. And it looks like Kofa's not, they're gonna keep letting this thing run.
Yeah, they're happy with letting the clock wind down. Seneca Haynes rolling over Koivu like a steamroller.
Yeah, gotta be careful there. That's a big boy, 6'1", 290 pounds. 7 seconds left. Can they have one magical play before the half? No, they cannot. Another mishandled snap. Christian Bravo jumps on top of it, but that'll do it for your first half of action here in Valley Sports Network's Game of the Week here on a Saturday from Eagle Field. And at the break, 24 minutes in, it's the Southwest Eagles 28 and the visiting Kofa Kings 6. Koivu, two wide receivers right, gets the snap, almost mishandles again, hands off, and it's eaten up in the backfield way back there by Emiliano Hernandez once again. He's been in the backfield all night, and that's going to bring Kofa all the way back to about the 15-yard line, maybe 16-yard line. A loss of 6 yards, somewhere not inside. There we go. They get, and it's blocked. It's blocked. Ball's loose in the end zone, picked up. And who has it? It's a touchdown.
That's Southwest.
It's gotta be. The ball's in the end zone. We have not gotten a signal. Unless he did not get in the end zone, the ball is gonna be down at about the 1 or 2 yard line.
Touchdown.
No, it is touchdown.
Ball's going to be spotted, and now they're saying finally yes, it's a touchdown.
It was blocked.
Southwest.
Oh, wow. So they finally got a good snap there, Scott, but then it was blocked. And that was
Scoring's going to be a 34-6.
Scooped up by number one. We don't have number one.
We don't have number one in there, but that was Sebastian Espinoza who got his hand on the football.
And even the coaching staff for El Centro said, we're so sorry about our roster. It's still in disarray on Max Preps or wherever we have it. Their job this weekend is to get that corrected. So,
ball inside the 10, so first and goal from the 9 yard line. Youngers, hands off. McDonough once again looking for touchdown number 3, and he has it. Estevan McDonough gets pay dirt for the 3rd time tonight, and the Eagles take a 41-6 lead here with just over 5 minutes to play in the 3rd quarter.
And
what a night for him.
That offensive line anchored by Guillermo Lopez, Justin Tapia, Seneca Haynes, Eduardo Paez, and Justin Villafana, just absolutely road graders, and wide open around the near side for McDonough's 3rd touchdown tonight. But that was all offensive line. They've been absolutely phenomenal tonight, and you knew they would.
Now first down from the Kofa 43-yard line, handed off. McDonough has more space, breaks through a tackle, has a lot of green in front, brought down at the 20-yard line, a pickup of 24 yards and another first down, and that was actually a touchdown-saving tackle by Benjamin Flores.
61, Seneca Haynes.
And he gets the handoff. Haynes pushes his way through, bulldozes in for the touchdown. Seneca Haynes.
You know, he walked into the end zone, did not need to hit anybody, and he still seeked out people that he wanted to ram into.
He still put his shoulder down. He had a wide open space there. Even with him not on the line, that offensive line was able to create a big enough hole for big Seneca Haynes to get through for the touchdown.
How would you like to see that coming at you?
I would not like to see that coming at me, Scott. But either way, it's a touchdown. That is Seneca Haynes getting in the end zone once again.
New quarterback in, has a hard time hanging on to it. He'll be spun down to the ground.
Ball's going to be down after a fumble, but
And a loss of maybe 5.
Ball's going to be down at about the
So a lot of players getting a little extra playing time here, Will. Quabu in the shotgun, 2 receivers near too far. And there's another botched snap. Quabu will just toss it into the air, and it's going to be caught. Wow, what a catch. Just toss it into the air, hope for something good to happen, and Michael Montiel pulls it down. So a first down for the Kofa Kings on a busted play.
Now that's good for them. You know, whatever it takes to get that. They were going to have to turn the ball over on that 4th down right there, so they ended up getting a first down. So, you know, good for them. We will see next week, VSN will be, which we considered a real good game. You'll have Vic Carrillo, John Moreno. They will be at Hopeville. Calexico will be visiting the team we were talking about, the Hopeville Vikings. So
I will be there as well.
good. We look forward to
I'm gonna come and say hello to you guys.
Good deal, good deal. That's a key matchup. Now this crew right here, we will be at El Centro. Coach Ricky Pena is hosting the Christian Patriots.
And the snap again high. Quarterback Koivu really didn't choose to go after it too hard. It's recovered by Southwest. 3:35 left to play in the contest. Again, it's a running clock. 48-6.
That's going to take a toll. When you lose by that much, you might, really bring the morale down in the locker room. But I really think this is a big game to pick them back up.
And around to the far side, weaving his way down inside the 10-yard line. Nice run. Nathan Rodriguez. And that's going to do it. Eagles victorious here at home. Eagle Field, 48-6. 2-2 now in the season. And you've got Kofa 0-1 on the season right now. And welcome back to Eagle Field. Scott Gross along with Cole Johnson for the post-game show. It was a big win today for the Southwest Eagles as they had their way with the Kofa Kings in this one.
They did. It started off a little rough. Turned the ball over a couple of times, a fumble, and then an interception in the end zone. But really, after that is when they capitalized off of Kofa's mistakes and really took off, especially in the second quarter, heading into halftime, and they picked that right back up in the third.
Mistakes were plentiful for Kofa, so much so that you saw the Southwest Eagles spend most of their time, most of their drives were in the Kofa side, and a lot of those drives were short. And it was Logan Youngers along with Esteban McDonough, getting what they had to do. The running game worked, the passing game worked at times too, and that big offensive line and defensive line just too much for Kofa to handle.
Yeah, those guys up front are incredibly big. Seneca Haynes leading the charge both offensively and defensively. A couple other big guys up there. They're like the Purple People Eaters, as the Minnesota Vikings back in the day. They push around, they win the battle at the line of scrimmage, and that allows these guys like Youngers to have time to roll out, find his receivers, and it gives enough space for McDonough to run through. And you saw that tonight. He had 3 touchdowns easily. If
you're head coach Carl Pope with Kofa, is there something to build on as you go into next week? They have their home opener next week against Aqua Fria in Yuma. What can they build on in that home opener rather than you're going to be home, you're going to have the band, you're going to have the hometown fans, but what can they build on from here going forward?
Well, there's always something to build on, even if you get shut out 70-0. And in this case, it wasn't too much worse than that. It's 48-6. there's something to build on, and I think for them, it's going to be that line of scrimmage battle because they stuck with Southwest early on in that first quarter. And then it's winning it, especially in the offensive side, so you can open up holes for your guy, Bryce Conan, who had an incredible game. He's a speedy, quick guy. He's athletic. He's agile. If you can give him more space and allow Leo Koivu, to get more space back in the pocket and throw it to a couple of his guys and dump him off to Conan. So I think for them, it's really winning the battle up front is going to be huge for them because they're definitely outsized tonight. It doesn't mean they're going to be outsized the rest of the season. So they need to build it there.
And up next for the Eagles, they'll take on St. Francis in San Diego coming up next week. And as Will Torres told us during the fourth quarter, that's okay. You play some of these tougher opponents for these young Eagles, you're going to get better. And that big line is going to hold things up. So that's what they have going on next. The Valley Sports Network will next be on air on Friday. They'll be in Holtville, so make sure you tune in for that. Again, the final tonight, 48-6 in favor of Southwest. The Eagles are now 2-2 in the season. The Kofa Kings are 0-1. Kofa will have their home opener next Friday night. For Cole Johnson, I'm Scott Gross. Thank you so much for tuning in.